Hey guys, Todd from COSN coming at you again today. Hey, today I want to go over a new sharpening system that I'm going to go with. Now, my old system was, getting out the whetstones or getting out the Linsky sharpener. I really like the Linsky sharpener. It's one of my favorites, one I've used for years and years. But as you know, sharpening knives, sharpening tools, it takes time, and I don't mind doing that when I get some time, but there's so many other things that I want to do, and I look for systems to free up extra time. And WorkSharp actually sent me the Ken Onion Edition knife sharpener, and I'm sure you guys seen it all over YouTube, how to use it, different details on it. What we're going to do though today is I'm going to show you my 3-step system and all the stuff that I use for that system. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so I really want to talk about the 3-step system that I use, and it's kind of changed, like I said, because I've gotten a WorkSharp Ken Onion Edition, so that changed my system, but it doesn't take away from that system. So the 3 steps are basically, you have your base sharpening, you have, like a long backpacking trip or car camping trip, what sharpener do you take for that? And then you have kind of your lightweight sharpener that you take on 1 days, or if you're going lightweight backpacking, what sharpener do I take? Not really that you take, but this is my personal take on it and what I take. So those are the 3 different steps, and we're going to start with your base sharpening, and that comes in where I wrote WorkSharp, and I know that they have a base model, which is the WSKTS. And that base model runs right about $60, $69. You can find it on sale at different stores. But the WorkSharp Ken Onion Edition actually does a lot more than their base model. It is $150, but I think it's well worth it if you have a lot of tools, you do a lot of survival stuff, bushcraft stuff, and I don't want to take anything away from, the bushcrafting or the survival where people really like to hand sharpen their knives, and that's fine. I use the Linsky sharpener, which is my, my old base, and I'm still going to use it from time to time, but I'm going to move to the Ken Onion WorkSharp because it's so much faster, and it allows me to get more time to do other things. But I don't want to take anything away from the old whetstones or Linsky because I still love using that system. It just takes time. I have to find that time to actually sharpen my knives. So going back to the base sharpening with the WorkSharp, like I said, I'm not going to go into operations. Maybe I'll do a later video on that. But the big difference between, the Ken Onion Edition and their base model, to me, is, you got the heavy duty motor, you got a speed control, you got a trigger lock, you also have your different degree angles, which is really big for me because I have, like I said, a lot of different knives, and you have wider belts, and you also have a kind of a tool sharpening function. Now, if you haven't seen videos, there's tons of videos, like I said, on YouTube of the Ken Onion WorkSharp, but I just want to bring that to you guys because this is a great tool. I've only done about probably 8 knives so far, all my kitchen knives, because that's, from kitchen knives to bushcraft to your tomahawks. This will do so many things, and the belts do last for a good amount of time. Like I said, I did 7 knives, and these belts are still great. So this is a big time saver for me on my baseline. Now, moving on to, car camping or like a long-term backpacking trip, we'll say 4 or 5 days. I actually got the WorkSharp, and this is their guided field sharpener. And it's actually got 20% guides. Now, this is also on YouTube. I'll put a couple links down in the description block of other people's videos because I always believe, helping other people out. And I'll probably do an instructional video on this down the road. But right now, I just want to talk about this as far as it's lightweight. It's got diamond, it's got ceramic, it's even got your leather strapping on here, and you can change it to do different types of blades. This is an excellent tool, for, like I said, for car camping, or long-term, backpacking. It's not that heavy, so you could do 1-day trips on it. It's just a little bit bigger, and I prefer for the 1-day trips to go into that 3rd step, or that 3rd step in the system is basically a diamond rod sharpener, and I think this is the EZE. This is the EZE, basically sharpener, and it's the diamond stone rod sharpener, and it's nice because it almost weighs the same, but it's small, it's compact. I usually actually put this inside of the actual knife holster, and it works really well just to keep your knife sharp. Now, it doesn't good for, you know, like I said, the base sharpening, which is this, or, you know, your Linsky, you know, your work sharp or your Linsky, but it works really well for just getting that fine-tuned edge. Now, more so on like the tomahawk, you guys probably seen some of my videos. I got a really lightweight file that I bring to file that down because it is pretty soft steel on the cold steel tomahawk, so that works really well for me. And you guys might carry the puck, you know, puck sharpener stone, which is a great stone again, and I'm not taking anything away from that. But I'm really happy that they sent this to me. I'm gonna give, and like I said, maybe I'll do an operations on it, but there's a lot of them out there. But what I think I'll do is I'll give you guys an update here in the future on how this has worked for me, how much time this has actually saved me, because right now, like I said, I just did 7 kitchen knives, and that just saved me, I'd say at least almost 2 hours. Because you know, Linsky sharpener, it takes a while, and you are getting a different type of bevel on the edge. Don't get me wrong, you're getting a different type of bevel compared to a belt sharpener, but it saved me almost 2 hours worth of work on 7 different knives because they were completely dull, and I had to start from the baseline and work the way up. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of my system, what I use, and what I use in a 3-step system to keep my knife sharp from, you know, at home to into the field. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, you know, give me a thumbs up, and I'll put some of the other videos here if you want to go check them out. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me and for watching.